We're all trained to know when in traffic and we see or hear the ambulance, every single driver moves off to the side. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what your plans are, what your agenda is. We all know to pull our vehicles to the side because this is an emergency. And we do so with a sense of urgency. We know that those workers need to get to their location to save a life. But what happens when the ambulance is on their way to your home? What happens when the ambulance is on their way to your home because your loved one has either passed away or they suffered a heart attack or a stroke? What happens when you didn't take a sense of urgency to make sure that protection was set in place, to make sure that you had a life insurance policy set in place? Because we know that these things are inevitable. We know that death is inevitable, and we know that critical illness, chronic illness, and sometimes terminal illness, it is inevitable. We have all been in attendance to homegoing services and funerals. So we know what can happen, and we know at some point what will happen. So why would you leave your family unprotected? If you're married, why would you leave your significant other unprotected? Why would you leave them with not only having to process the grieving aspect of you no longer being there with them, but also leaving them with the burden of how they're going to maintain the lifestyle, how the bills are going to continue to get paid, the mortgage, the children, their college? Why would you leave your family unprotected? I believe a lot of people do not look to get life insurance set in place because they don't see the value. But it's because they don't see the value in themselves. You are worth protecting. You have value. You have value to your loved ones. You have value to your family. You yourself, you have value. And you should desire to want to protect your legacy and not leave a liability when something happens, because we know this is life. It's going to happen. Why not be protected and be prepared? Why not have a policy set in place that would not only pay out a large tax-free, debt-free benefit to your beneficiaries, but God forbid that ambulance was coming because of a heart attack or a stroke, because you had a life insurance policy set up that has living benefits built inside of it. Now a large lump sum benefit is paid out to you and your family as you navigate through that critical illness. So you don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about missing work. You can have a sense of peace and comfort knowing that you took the initiative to get a policy set up for you and your family. Life insurance is about peace of mind. It's about security. Life is already chaotic enough. Why would you leave your family in a position to have to suffer more chaos because no one thought to get a life insurance policy set in place so that when something happens, not if, but when something happens, your life insurance company will be paying out a large benefit to your family to help in those trying times. If any of this resonates with you, and I pray that it does, I would love for you to DM me and just say, Chantel, what do I need to do? I will take the time to speak with you. I'll also leave a link for my Calendly. You can click the link, select a day and time that works best for you so that we can have a conversation and find the best coverage for you. Life insurance is affordable. I'm not sure where this big myth or this big lie really surfaced that makes people fearful of protecting themselves, thinking that they're going to have to pay an outrageous amount of money. Life insurance is reasonably affordable, and you are worth investing in you, and you are worth protecting your family. Do not let another day pass and you and your family are not protected. You are royal and you are wealthy, and it's time that you make that your reality.